When I was in the 7th grade, I still had the PlayStation 2, and one of the games I had was a game called Predator Concrete Jungle. And the main mission in the game is to take back stolen extraterrestrial technology. But before you even get to that point, you have to take down various street gangs throughout the city. And one of them were drug users who've abused drugs for so long. They're zombies. They're essentially nothing. They can't talk. They can't even walk normally. They're basically walking dead. So there's a level where you infiltrate their territory, and your mission is to take down the gang. In the middle of the level, there's a skit where you see two guys and one of them hands the other a roll of cash. There, three other guys walk up to him, and one of them is carrying a baseball bat. They come up to him, and one of them says, "I need the money." But he refuses to hand over the money, so the one was like, "Money now." But he still refuses, so the one with the baseball bat whacked him and he fell to the floor, and the third one kicked him, and then he bent over and he said, "Need money. Take money." Got the roll of cash from his back pocket and put it in his pocket and walked away. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit, that's cool, I want to do that too. So it was either the next day or some days afterwards. I was waiting for the second bus after school, where I normally would be pacing around and occasionally fucking around with some of the 8th graders. At Valley View, just outside of the corridor that was visible at the front of the school, there were these huge rocks strewn across the landscape where students would sit on them or put something down. Anyway, I was sitting next to a tree and one of the rocks, waiting for the right time and some random person to say that shit to. There were these girls sitting in the rock that was in front of me, and I decided that they were the ones I was going to say that. If I remember correctly, one of the girls was either a natural blonde, had dyed her hair blonde, or had light brown hair. Anyway, I said it to her and I slowly backed away, and she called me a psycho. And then I was taken aback, and in my head I was like, sheesh, I was just fucking around with you. Can't you take a joke? I could have reacted. I could have given her the finger. I could have called her a bad word. I could have hit her, but I decided not to say anything. I'm not sure if this was true or not, but when I was backing away, there may have been some other girls who were just looking at me. Anyway, I had no idea who that girl was, and after a while I started feeling stupid and embarrassed. I wasn't realizing what I was doing or saying. I was fantasizing. That's all it was.